This match is one of my early M103 games. I still haven't played this thing a whole lot, so I'm still getting used to the feel of it. It's kind of like an E5, except it can't take hits quite as well. It's not nearly as bouncy as my E5. Also, the turret's a lot bigger, so it's much easier to hit. So it's taking some getting used to. I haven't been doing exceptionally well in it. I've been doing okay, I guess. Not brilliantly by my standards, but I suppose most people would be happy if they could do as well as I do in it. So I'm platooned up with Artist and Illegal Carrot. They're both running Arty. This was during the On Track to Conquer a Gun Carriage event. So Hardest was busy hell grinding this FV3805. I decided to head down the Crescent Road and hold this corner for a bit. I was kind of worried I'd get T92'd here, but thankfully not. See me very, very cautiously poking the corner just to see if anything's there. As you can see, we got a lot of tags outfield. And our A100's in a rather questionable position. So I'm just waiting for something to light itself here. Notice the T44 pushing, so I look for shots on him. Briefly have them, but by the time my turret traverses around, it's just not worth taking a shot at him. I don't have him anymore. E5, on the other hand, battleships right out, so I get a nice shot straight into the side of him. Now there's no point me peeking and poking on this corner, where I'm liable to be hit by Arty, and where I've got these three driving out around me as well. So I cross the street. The idea being that on this corner I'm a little more Arty safe, and I can engage the E5 a little easier. Of course there are those tanks in front of me, the T57 behind the church and the ST1 and ISA down on the far road, but for now they're not peeking out because the E75's controlling them. I'm trying to stay conscious though of where the tanks are going. So T57's pulled all the way back. I see an opportunity. I can't get a shot on him, but I can get a shot on the E5 if he rolls forwards like that. So that's kind of a bad one there. I shuffle around a bit to get gun depression, and I was thinking of a track shot for a minute there, but instead I go for just the very edge of his lower hull. Of course he drives around the corner and pops me in retaliation. So RE5 rolls out and fires at him. I was hoping he'd take the hit, but no. He got clipped into by the T57. Not very effectively at that. So the enemy E5 is getting a little brave. He gets cracked, so I roll around and probably dead. Ours gets another shot in, and now he's one shot. So I drive around to take his gun out of the match, which I do successfully. T28 Proto's nearly dead, but T57's very scary at the moment because he's still partly loaded. Thankfully, he's still shooting the E5, who he has somehow managed to not kill. Good shot there by Hardest. Comes right in over my head and obliterates the 57. and then I push him behind the church. take a hit from the ST1, but then I managed to track this guy. I was hoping that would do some damage, but I guess it just hit slightly too far forwards. The front hulls of the IS heavies, the higher tier IS heavies, have some very interesting geometry, which cause a lot of that bullshit. So the ST1's tracked on the corner. He's now one-shottable for me, and he's bouncing his shots. I don't know what he's aiming at. I managed to take him out. Meanwhile, the enemy leopard's cleaning up in the village, so I want to hurry up and work town over. I risk taking the hit from the IS-8 here. He's firing heat, but RE-100 comes and finishes him off. So now I've got to kill the RD, and I don't really want to play with the 53-55, because those things are very, very well adapted for shotgunning. So instead I let the tiger roll around the corner, and I play around in the window and wait for him to drive in front of my gun. The leopard goes through and kills the hardest and illegal carrot, because our guys in field are useless, particularly the E75. I get a shot into the RD, Tiger 2 finishes him off, and the T92 is killed by the E100, so now it's just the leopard finish. I decide I may as well go straight headfirst into him, so I can go down the Crescent Road, because I know he's one-shottable for me. And I managed to bag him. So, just shy of 4.5k damage. I took a fair bit. That's so far my biggest problem in this tank, is I'm not able to trade hit points very effectively, just because I rather overestimate my armour. You know, I'm so used to playing my E5, and this thing is like an E5, but not. But no doubt with time I'll get used to it and get quite good at the M103. I like it. It's a nice tank. It handles well. It's got that excellent M58, the gun, at tier 9. So really, it will just take a little adapting to, but I think I'll do quite well in it.